Imagine this. You're sitting at your desk, trying to focus, but that nagging discomfort in your lower abdomen won't go away. It's not sharp pain, just an annoying, dull ache that keeps coming back. You've noticed other things too. More trips to the bathroom at night, a weaker urine stream, and maybe even some difficulty fully emptying your bladder. At first you ignore it. Maybe it's just stress or something you ate. But then, the discomfort becomes more frequent. Your sleep gets interrupted. You start wondering, is this normal? Should I be worried? Here's the truth. Your prostate is sending you signals. And like most men, you might be tempted to brush them off, hoping they'll go away on their own. But what if I told you that ignoring these signs could lead to something much worse? What if in just a few months or years, this seemingly minor discomfort turns into a full-blown health crisis, one that could affect not just your comfort, but your confidence, energy, and even your ability to enjoy life? The prostate is a small gland, about the size of a walnut, but when it gets inflamed, it can cause a huge disruption in your daily routine. The medical term for this condition is prostatitis, and it affects millions of men worldwide. It doesn't discriminate whether you're in your 30s, 40s, or 60s. If your lifestyle is putting pressure on your prostate, you're at risk. And here's the worst part. Most men don't even realize their habits are contributing to the problem. Take this for example. One of the biggest hidden triggers of prostate inflammation is something you do every single day. Sitting, that's right. Long hours of sitting, especially in an office chair or behind the wheel, can put excessive pressure on your pelvic region, reducing blood flow to the prostate. This stagnation creates the perfect environment for inflammation to develop. It's like cutting off oxygen to a fire. It doesn't go out immediately, but the embers continue to smolder, waiting for the right conditions to flare up. And then there's diet. You might think, I eat pretty well. What's the big deal? But here's the catch. Certain foods can fuel inflammation like gasoline on a fire. Processed meats, excessive dairy, alcohol, caffeine, these aren't just minor indulgences. Over time, they create a chronic inflammatory response in your body, making your prostate work harder than it should. Still, most men don't take action until their symptoms are impossible to ignore. They wait until urination becomes painful or until they start experiencing sudden, unexplained fatigue. Some even start noticing issues in the bedroom. Yes, that's right. Prostate inflammation can have a direct impact on your sexual performance. Blood flow is critical for everything in that region. And when your prostate is inflamed, it's like a clogged pipe. Things just don't function the way they should. But here's the good news. You don't have to wait until it gets that bad. There is a way to take control, to reverse the inflammation, and to restore your prostate to its optimal health. And the best part, it doesn't involve expensive medications or invasive procedures. In fact, one simple change in your daily routine can begin to reduce inflammation in just days. Curious? Good. Because in the next section, we're going to reveal a simple yet powerful exercise that can help reduce prostate inflammation, improve circulation, and restore balance to your body. And the best part? It takes just a few minutes a day. You won't want to miss this. You've heard it before. Exercise is good for you. But what if I told you that a specific movement done just a few minutes a day could drastically reduce prostate inflammation and restore your comfort and confidence? No gimmicks, no expensive treatments, just a simple, natural way to relieve that nagging pressure in your lower abdomen. Sounds too good to be true? Let me explain. The prostate is a small gland, but it depends on one crucial factor to stay healthy: circulation. Think of it like a small engine. If it gets proper fuel and lubrication, it runs smoothly. But if things stagnate, if the fuel isn't flowing properly, then problems start to arise. This is exactly what happens when inflammation sets in. Blood flow becomes restricted, toxins build up, and the tissues become irritated. The problem is, modern life is designed to create this stagnation. Sitting for hours at a desk, driving long distances, even lounging on the couch in the evening, all of these habits reduce circulation to the pelvic region. Over time, the prostate becomes swollen, irritated, and starts to push against the bladder, making it harder to urinate comfortably. But here's the breakthrough. Just as inactivity leads to inflammation, the right kind of movement can reverse it. And that's where one specific exercise comes in. It's so simple yet so powerful that men who try it report feeling relief in just a few days. Let's talk about pelvic floor exercises, also known as Kegels. You may have heard about them in the context of women's health, but here's what most men don't realize. These exercises are just as beneficial for male pelvic health. In fact, strengthening the pelvic floor can improve bladder control, reduce prostate swelling, and even enhance sexual function. Here's how it works. The pelvic floor is a group of muscles that support the bladder, prostate, and bowel. When these muscles become weak or inactive, the entire system struggles to function properly. But when you engage and strengthen these muscles, you increase blood flow, reduce tension, and improve overall prostate health. And the best part, you can do this exercise anywhere, sitting at your desk, lying in bed, or even while driving. Here's how you do it. 1. Find the right muscles. The easiest way to locate them is to try stopping your urine mid-flow. That slight squeeze you feel? That's your pelvic floor engaging. 2. Contract the muscles. Squeeze those same muscles, holding the contraction for about 5 seconds, then slowly release. 3. Repeat. Do this 10-15 times in a row, 3 times a day. If you're ready to take control of your prostate health and start feeling better every day, don't just watch, take action. Start by making small changes today, whether it's drinking more water, doing the simple exercise we talked about, or swapping out inflammatory foods for healthier options. That's it. No equipment, no gym, just a few minutes a day to improve your prostate health dramatically. But pelvic floor exercises aren't the only game changer. Another powerful movement? Walking. Yes, something as simple as a 15 to 30-minute daily walk can do wonders for your prostate. Walking improves circulation, reduces stress hormones that contribute to inflammation, and helps regulate weight, all factors directly linked to prostate health. In fact, studies have shown that men who walk regularly are significantly less likely to develop prostate problems as they age. The reason? Walking keeps the pelvic region active, preventing the kind of stagnation that leads to inflammation in the first place. But what if you want even faster results? Combine walking with pelvic stretching. Simple stretches like the butterfly stretch, hip bridges, and deep squats help relieve tension in the pelvic area, allowing the prostate to function more efficiently. And here's something even more fascinating. When you combine these exercises with the right diet, you supercharge your results. Because while movement is crucial, what you put into your body plays an equally important role in reducing inflammation. So what should you eat? And just as importantly, what should you avoid? That's exactly what we'll cover next. Because if you're serious about improving your prostate health, the foods you choose can make all the difference. Stay with me. This next part is going to be eye-opening. Food is medicine. You've heard that before, right? But what if I told you that the very foods you eat every day could be the difference between a swollen, irritated prostate and a prostate that functions like it's supposed to? The truth is, what you put on your plate has a direct impact on your prostate health. And if you're not careful, your diet could be silently fueling the inflammation that's making your symptoms worse. Think about it. Every time you take a bite of something, you're either feeding inflammation or fighting it. There is no neutral ground. And the worst part, most men have no idea that some of their favorite foods, the ones they've been eating for years, are actually making their prostate problems worse. Let's start with the biggest culprits: processed meats, fried foods, and dairy overload. These are the silent killers when it comes to prostate health. Burgers, sausages, deep-fried snacks, and heavy dairy products like cheese and whole milk are packed with saturated fats and inflammatory compounds. These fats don't just clog your arteries, they fuel systemic inflammation, including in your prostate. And when your prostate is inflamed, everything becomes harder: urination, circulation, even your energy levels. Then there's alcohol and caffeine, two things many men rely on daily. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up your morning coffee or occasional drink completely, but here's what happens when you overdo it. Alcohol dehydrates the body, which can thicken the urine and make it harder to pass through the already swollen prostate. Caffeine, on the other hand, is a bladder irritant. And when your bladder is irritated, it puts even more pressure on the prostate. That's why cutting back, or at least balancing it out with plenty of water, can make a big difference. But what if, instead of fueling inflammation, you started feeding your body the nutrients it actually needs to heal and protect your prostate? Because here's the good news. Some foods have been scientifically proven to reduce prostate inflammation and support long-term prostate health. Let's start with one of the most powerful, tomatoes. Why? Because they contain lycopene, a natural antioxidant that has been shown to reduce prostate enlargement and even lower the risk of prostate cancer. But here's a little-known trick. Lycopene is absorbed better when tomatoes are cooked. That means tomato sauce, roasted tomatoes, or even a homemade soup are some of the best ways to get this prostate-protecting nutrient into your system. Then there's green tea, a drink that has been used for centuries for its powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Green tea is loaded with catechins, which have been found to help control prostate cell growth and reduce swelling. If you're a coffee drinker looking for a healthier alternative, swapping just 1 cup of coffee for green tea each day can make a noticeable difference. And we can't forget about cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. These veggies contain compounds called sulforaphanes, which help the body detoxify harmful substances that could be contributing to prostate inflammation. If you're serious about improving your prostate health, adding a serving of these vegetables to your meals a few times a week is a must. Another powerhouse? Fatty fish like salmon and sardines. These fish are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are some of the most potent anti-inflammatory compounds you can get from food. Omega-3s help balance hormones, reduce swelling, and improve circulation, all crucial for keeping the prostate in good shape. And then there's one of nature's best-kept secrets, saw palmetto. This small but mighty berry has been used for centuries to support prostate health, and modern research backs it up. Studies show that saw palmetto can help reduce the symptoms of an enlarged prostate, improve urinary flow, and even lower inflammation levels. But here's the thing, it's not just about what you eat, it's also about what you avoid. Cutting out processed junk, reducing sugar intake, and staying away from inflammatory oils like vegetable and soybean oil can dramatically improve your prostate health over time. When you start fueling your body with the right foods, you're not just reducing inflammation, you're giving your prostate the nutrients it needs to heal and function properly. And when you combine this with the right movement, like the exercise we talked about earlier, you're creating a powerful 1-2 punch against prostate problems. But there's still one more piece to this puzzle, because even if you're eating right and staying active, there are daily habits that could either make or break your progress. The way you sleep, how much water you drink, and even how you handle stress, all of these factors have a direct impact on your prostate. And if you're not paying attention to them, you could be undoing all the hard work you've put in so far. That's why, in the next section, we're going to dive into the other essential daily habits that can make all the difference. Because when it comes to prostate health, the little things you do every day add up in a big way. Keep reading. This next part is crucial. Imagine this. You're eating the right foods. You've started incorporating simple exercises into your daily routine. You've even cut back on things like processed meats and excessive caffeine. But something still feels off. Maybe you're still waking up multiple times at night to pee. Maybe there's still an underlying discomfort that just won't go away. Or maybe, despite all the changes, you're not seeing results as quickly as you'd hoped. That's because there's one final piece of the puzzle, your daily habits. The little things you do every single day without even thinking about them. The way you sleep, the amount of water you drink, how much stress you carry, it all plays a role in your prostate health. And if you're not paying attention to these factors, you might be undoing all the progress you've made so far. Let's start with something simple yet critical. Hydration. Most men don't drink nearly enough water. And here's why that's a problem. When your body is dehydrated, your urine becomes more concentrated. This puts extra strain on your bladder and prostate, making it harder to fully empty your bladder and increasing irritation in the urinary tract. Think of it like this. Your body needs a steady flow of clean water to flush out toxins and keep inflammation at bay. Without it, everything slows down, becomes sluggish, and irritation builds up. So here's the rule. Aim for at least 2 to 3 liters of water per day. And no, coffee and soda don't count. If you find yourself urinating too frequently, try spacing out your water intake throughout the day rather than chugging large amounts all at once. Your prostate will thank you. But hydration alone isn't enough. Let's talk about sleep, something most men completely underestimate when it comes to their health. Poor sleep isn't just about feeling tired. It's about what happens inside your body when you don't get enough rest. When you don't sleep well, your body produces higher levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. And cortisol, it's a major trigger for inflammation. The less you sleep, the more cortisol your body pumps out, and the more inflammation builds up. Not just in your prostate, but throughout your entire system. Think about how you feel after a bad night's sleep. Sluggish, irritable, brain foggy. Now imagine what that same stress and exhaustion is doing on a cellular level inside your body. If you're serious about reducing inflammation and improving your prostate health, getting 7 or 9 hours of quality sleep each night is non-negotiable. And speaking of stress, let's talk about its impact on your prostate. And now, I want to hear from you. Comment below, I want to live better, if you're committed to improving your health and making these powerful changes. Also, if you found this information helpful, hit the like button and share this video with someone who needs to see it. Let's spread awareness and help more men take charge of their well-being. Most men don't connect stress with prostate health, but the truth is, chronic stress is one of the biggest culprits behind inflammation. When you're constantly in fight or flight mode, whether from work, finances, or daily frustrations, your body produces an ongoing flood of stress hormones that keep inflammation levels high. And guess where a lot of men hold their stress? In their pelvic region. That tightness, that tension you feel down there when you're anxious or overwhelmed, that's directly affecting your prostate. Over time, chronic stress can lead to something called pelvic tension syndrome, where the muscles around the prostate become so tight that they trigger pain and urinary issues, even when there's no infection present. So how do you fix it? You train your body to relax. Breathing exercises, meditation, and even something as simple as taking a few minutes each day to sit in silence can make a profound difference in how your body handles stress. And if you really want to level up, pelvic floor relaxation techniques, yes, the opposite of Kegels, can help release built-up tension in the muscles around your prostate, making it easier to urinate and reducing discomfort. Now we've covered a lot. You've learned about the hidden dangers of a sedentary lifestyle. You've discovered the one simple exercise that can dramatically improve circulation and reduce prostate inflammation. You've uncovered the foods that heal and the foods that harm. And now, you understand just how important your daily habits, hydration, sleep, and stress management are in keeping your prostate healthy. But there's one more thing I need you to take away from this. You have control over your health. Far too many men believe that prostate issues are just a part of aging, something they have to accept. But that's simply not true. The choices you make right now, what you eat, how you move, how you manage stress, can determine how you feel not just today, but years down the line. So take action. Start small if you need to. Drink more water, stretch for 5 minutes a day, swap out processed foods for whole, nutrient-dense options. The key is consistency, not perfection. And if you stick with it, you'll start noticing the difference. Now, if you found this information valuable, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend, a brother, a father, because too many men suffer in silence, unaware that simple changes can transform their prostate health and their lives. Thank you for watching, and remember, your health is in your hands. Stay strong, stay informed, and take care of yourself. See you in the next one.